Welcome back to another ASD Fit workout. I'm Coach Ryan. Today we have a great workout for you. We're going to be working our hips and our shoulder mobility along with our squat progression and some wall push-ups today. So remember, you can pause this video, get a drink at any time, and let's have a great workout today. Our first move in our warm-up today will be our high knee touch. We're going to go for about 5 steps each side, knees coming nice and high. We try not to get too crazy with our warm-up moves. And nice job, guys. Moving on to heel touch walk, standing nice and tall with good posture. Bringing our heel right up to our hands. Same thing, about 5 each side. And we're gonna pair the third movement with our cradle. We're gonna touch our shoe across our body. Start to open up our hip a little bit. Like I said, we have a lot of hip-based exercises we'll be working on today. If that's too easy, guys, we can grab our shins and we can have a little bit of balance work added to our cradle. Good. Guys, we're gonna go through those 3 exercises one more time. A little bit faster now. High knees. Working on driving our knee up past our waist and our toe is pointing up. Heel touch walk. Good. We're gonna do all our movements in place today. Now, if you're ever in the gym, we do a lot of these movements walking across the gym. And our cradles, we can either just touch or we can give it the full pull. Couple more, guys. And let's do one more. That's a nice job. I'm gonna work right now. I'm gonna add the knee hug to it. So standing with good posture, I'm gonna go 3 knee hugs each side. If we need to put our hand against something, now's our time. This is a much slower version of our high knee walk. We can put our hand to the side. Good. Big hug, really extended, and one more each side. That's a nice job. We're gonna stand up as tall as we can. We're gonna go up on our tiptoes, back to our heels, and we're gonna pop our toes up. Back to our tiptoes, heels come up off, toes come up off the ground. It's a tricky one. We're gonna give it 2 more. So up on our toes to our heels, and then toes to heels. We have a lot of blood flow going to our calves right now. We're gonna give ourselves a big bear hug. And a nice little shake, nice massage to our low back. Twisting movements are very important. We're gonna go nice wide feet. We're gonna reach our hands up to the sky and then dip down and touch the ground. And we're gonna do 3 of these nice and slow. And one more. Now for our SpongeBob fans, we're gonna keep our feet in the same spot and we're gonna bring it around town. Like I said, a very hip dominant workout today. It's gonna be tricky. Go the opposite way now. So we wanna be nice and loose throughout our hips and the rest of our body. Good. We're gonna put our feet together. We're gonna let our hands go by our sides now. And we're gonna do our nice twist side to side. Good. Some of us might have our backs crack. I don't think my mic will pick it up, but all the synovial fluid gets moving around a little bit. Standing up tall, a couple big head circles each way. Other way now. And we're gonna finish with 5 shoulders to sky. So we're gonna touch the shoulders, touch the sky, really extend up through our shoulders, driving our hands up to the sky. That's 3, 2 more. 1 more. And that's a great job. Our heart rate might be a little bit elevated right now. If we need to get a sip of water, grab a quick sip, and then I'll meet you back out here for our next series of movements. We're getting into our hip mobility work now. These are some difficult moves that require a lot of balance. If you need a chair or to put your hand against a wall, now would be a great time to adjust for that. Now I encourage you, if you need help with balance, the chair or the side of the wall is fine for this. If you're feeling comfortable, you don't need it. So we're gonna do our hip mobility first. So I'm gonna take my left knee, I'm gonna drive it up, and I'm gonna do 3 times. I'm gonna drop my hip back, and then pull back over to the front. 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to adjust the chair to the other side because I want this side open. So the side that's active is our open side. And we're going to go 3 times. Knee up, pull back to our center. Notice my left foot is staying completely forward. My right foot comes up, circles out, points to the wall, back to center. That's 2. 1 more rep. Toe comes up, we swivel out and back. We're gonna flip the chair to the other side and we can go 3 more reps each side. This time you can go a little bit faster. Hip up, circle, back. You might hear your hip cracking here. That's completely normal. 2 and 3. Other side. If this is a little too challenging, you can just put your knee up, not as high, and open your foot back. I'm gonna go 3 more times. Knee comes up, drop back. 1, 2, and 3. And I always want good posture as I'm doing so. Standing up nice and tall. Now, this is gonna be a little bit tricky. My right foot's gonna be down. I'm gonna do my single leg RDL, a classic hamstring movement, but the way we're gonna stand, our hips are gonna be activated as well. So I'm gonna put my left hand on top of the chair or against the wall. My left foot will be the foot that comes up and I drive it back. I come down until I feel my hamstring catch. That's 1. And let's do 5 reps. Notice my hips are staying square. Back is flat, that is 2. That's 3, so a slight bend in our right knee here. Foot goes back. 4 and 5. I'm switching my chair to the other side. Guys, this is a very nice one. If we need to modify it at all, we can just put our foot back a little bit and get a nice little stretch. Or if I feel like that's very easy, I can take my hand away from the chair, which I'll do for my next 5. My hands will be away, my right knee will go back. Nice hamstring stretch. 1, 2, 3, 2 more guys. 4 and 5. And we can shake our legs out right now. We're gonna go back to our single leg RDL, a little Romanian deadlift. Now, if you guys like to have a spot with your hand to touch on the ground, whether it be a cone or just an object to keep your focus, that's completely fine. I think a water bottle works great. So imagine the water bottle's out in front of me. I'm gonna do 5 with my left foot going back. I touch my water bottle or whatever object and I stand back up. That's 1, 2, 3, keeping our hips square. 4 and 5. Guys, if my hips opening up and I'm twisting, I'm losing focus on the exercise. And then our last 5 chairs back on my right side or the wall. I can just turn my body if needed. My right foot's gonna go back. Last 5 here, guys. 1, 2, you can go as fast or as slow as you need to. 3, 4, and the last one, 5. That's a great job. We're gonna keep our chair out for the next set of movements. That was a great job. Guys, we have our squat progression now. We can use the back of a chair, the side of a couch, or if we're feeling comfortable and confident, we don't need anything to assist us in this next set of movements. We have our chair out, and I'm gonna be working from a side angle here just so you can see my form. My hands are gonna be on the top of the chair. I'm gonna take a little half step back. I'm gonna do 5 times going into my squat. So we've been doing some chair squats. We should be pretty comfortable with it. We're gonna step back and go a little bit more advanced move now. My feet are gonna stay flat on the ground. My hands are gonna be on the chair for balance. I'm gonna sit back like I'm sitting into a chair 5 times. 1, I have to readjust. 2, Notice my chest is up. 3, 2 more, 4, and 5. So before we move on, little kind of housekeeping rules we need to go over is I don't want my heels to come off the ground here. I want my heels cemented into the ground. I don't want too much tension on my knee, and I want to drive my hips back first. I don't want to bend my knees. I don't want them to shoot forward. I want my hips to shoot back and then sit down like I'm sitting in a chair. We're going to do 5 more at our own pace. We can adjust our feet however we need to. All our bodies are built different. And 5 squats nice and low. Keeping my chest up, eyes forward. That's 1, 2, 3, 2 more guys. 4, and 5. Now for this last round, our third and final round, if we're feeling comfortable, we're gonna put the chair to the side and we're gonna try to keep the same amount of depth, and we're gonna do an independent 5 squats here. My toes are gonna be forward, my eyes are gonna be straight ahead. Keep my hands at my chest, going down into my nice deep squat. 5 of them, ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 2 more guys. 4, and 5. That's a great job. If you want a few extra reps, you can do another set by yourself. If not, we'll be moving on. Every day we have to put our clothes on. We have to put our hands above our head, and we have to put our shoulders in some difficult positions. This next set of movements will be based around shoulder mobility and having healthy, strong shoulders. We're going into some I's, Y's, and T's with our shoulders right now. And I'm gonna keep my thumbs up during these movements. I'm gonna do 5 thumbs up, making an I with my body. 1, 2, 3, moving just from my shoulders, 4, and 5. I'm gonna relax everything, and I'm gonna be making a Y. So my hands are gonna come out just like the top of a Y or a V. 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, notice the angle I'm working at. And 1 more, guys. 5. Nice and tall, standing as tall as I can. Now you might feel it in your back and in your scabs because they're doing some of the contractions for you. Don't be too concerned with that. You're gonna feel in your delt and your scap. Our T's will be hands straight to the side, just to 90-degree angle. 1, doing 5, 2, nice and smooth, 3, 4, nice and controlled, 5. So my coaching points here, guys, no chicken wings. We're not just flopping our hands up. It's a nice controlled movement, our arms along, straight up, right, so it's a flat line right across. My collarbone right out to my fingertips is a straight line, and back down. If you look at one side, it's all the way down, all the way back. Everything's up, nothing's at an angle. So we're gonna do those 3 movements 1 more time each, our I's, Y's, and T's. On my I's, I'm gonna keep my thumbs up, standing nice and tall with good posture. 5 I's, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you might have a little burn going on like I do right now. Y's, you ready? 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. My palms are up and I'm at an angle. And then my 5 T's. Standing tall with good posture. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We can all do these moves. If you feel like you need another set and you're just getting the hang of it, do a third set on your own. If not, we're going to be moving on. We're finishing today's workout with one of our favorite moves at ASD Fit, our wall push-up, a great modification for some push strength. We're back putting in one of our favorite push moves, our modified push-up or our wall push-up. Remember, our hands are going to be shoulder width. We're going to be bending at our elbow. We're going to keep our feet about a 45-degree angle. If we're new to this move, we can get a little bit closer to the wall. If we're feeling a little bit more confident, we can drop our feet back. About shoulder width with my hands. I'm going to do 6 reps today, bending my elbows, bringing my head towards the wall, and pushing away through my hands. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, nice range of motion, 5, and 6. Now, after our shoulder work we had just done, we might have a nice little pump going on right now. That's completely normal. If we feel a little bit more powerful today, this second set, we're gonna push away, and we can either add in a clap as we do our wall push-up. If not, we can just do one more set of 6. I'm gonna add a little clap in. I fall in and I push away. 1, 2, 3, driving through your hands. 4, notice how my elbows are flexed. 5, and 6. Nice, guys. Now this third round you can do 6, whatever variation you want. The one thing I want to make sure of is we're not just leaning our hips in and pushing away. We want a nice tight core as we do this. Our last 6, I'm going to go back without the clap, stay connected to the wall the whole time. My abs are nice and tight throughout. Hands are right below probably my chin and shoulder width. Last 6, leaning in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. As we get more comfortable with these moves, we can always set our feet back further. If we're feeling really comfortable, now might be the time when we start putting our hands on the ground and add in our regular push-up. We're all gonna get there at our own pace. That was an awesome job, everybody. Remember, in between our full-length workouts, we can always do the morning move. Stay active, stay healthy, and go have a great day.